Hello guys, it's been very long since I have put up a video, but I think the need of the hour is to explain a lot of uh, uh, protesting youth about the whole CAA, NRC, and NPR. So, to begin with, I will not run you through the history about what is CAA, what is NRC, what is NPR. You have Google for that. Uh, but majorly, what you need to understand right now is that what you are protesting against needs to be explained to people around you, and that would be possible only if you are explaining them what is your fear in regards to this being implemented, right? So first of all, there is nothing to fear when it comes to CAA. Why? Because this is talking only about giving citizenship to people who do not belong to India but are coming from, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. And also, please understand that the Muslims are ruled out of this because the minority committees which are given citizenship in India from these countries is because apparently this is what the government believes, or maybe it has been proved that these people were troubled over there or are not very happy over there, and we do give asylum. You know, we give citizenship to a lot of people who are not very happy outside India. And because the three countries that I just mentioned are dominated Muslim population rulers, they somehow believe that the Muslim population over there is not really having that kind of problems what the minority communities having. Right. So CA is not a problem. It's about giving citizenship. So we don't have to fear about anything. They are not taking our citizenship. Next is your NPR, because that has been in the news. NRC, of course, is a different is a different understanding altogether. The NPR is nothing but registering yourself as a citizen in India, right? And this comes with a guidelines. You can register yourself. Basically, what assuming that somebody is going to come to your house and say, "Bhai, there are a set of questions that have been declared in Google as well. You can check." So all you have to do is just go there. I mean, answer these people that, hey, listen, this is my name, this is my religion, this is my PAN card, this is my passport, this is whatever proofs you have. You're going to, probably, you're just going to declare, you're not even going to show anything. NPR is nothing but maintaining a register. It's a population register. Please try and understand that you need a population register in the country, because if there are certain amount of funds which are coming into the country, and if you want to put it to use, then you can only do it if you have the right amount of count of your the population. If you know that certain set of people are existing in the country, let's say I have 2 lakh people, and the kind of money that I get from my taxes is say about 5 lakhs. How I can utilize this 5 lakhs for this 2 lakhs people? The segregation of sets where I see 2 lakh people are probably divided into below poverty line, middle class people, and these taxation structures. A lot of things can be defined if you have a population register. So that is not wrong as well, and they are not asking you to submit any proofs as per the recent Economic Times report that I see. The 2020 register, NPR, the National Population Register, which will be implemented before the September 2020, is only about declaring who you are, what you are, without any proofs as well. Okay, all you have to do is just tell them what you are. You're a Muslim, Hindu, Christian, whatever, and there's a certain set of questions that you can check. That's pretty cool. Now, coming to the NRC, why people fear NRC can be a problematic thing is because, again, this is assumptions that they have said. It's not really assumptions. The BJP, some of the idiots in BJP have said that NRC is going to, you know, put people into detention camps if they are not able to prove that their ancestral background does not exist in India. And that is not possible because such old documents that they are basically asking us to give might not be present with everybody. And that is one of the reasons why people are coming out and protesting, with the fear that this is a scam against the Muslims. And to for you to understand this better, if this was done by the Congress or any other party, I don't think that would have been uh, this kind of an uproar, because they know the intentions of these parties are never communal. But BJP in the past has already shown us communal agendas, and that is the reason why people are, not able to trust that this move can be anything towards developing the nation. Plus, in the recent times where this government has ignored important issues such as economy, GDP, job creations, or education system revivals, the fees rollbacks, instead of focusing on all these things, their primary agendas have been Ghar Wapasi, has been Triple Talaq, has been Babri Masjid, which have been pointed towards a lot of basically the agendas have been very communal, and that is why they don't trust that such kind or such uh, I understand that the NPR CA is a part of the BJP manifesto, but that is not a priority right now. It shouldn't have been a priority right now. You can, make the economy better, and then, work on the taxes or do something which actually shows that you're working towards the country's growth, and then maybe people would have trusted you. But because you have actually shown communal agendas before, that is the reason right now nobody is able to trust the current government. So that is the fear which is coming among people right now, which the oppositions are again taking like real good advantage to stay in power, right? So again, it's very important for you to understand that how did all this come into picture. Okay, when they started the NRC for Assam, that was because recently in 2016, if I'm not wrong, there was an NPR which was conducted, and only the states of Assam and Meghalaya were not included in this, so they had to redo it, which was done recently. And that is where they tried to implement a bit of NRC over here, where they were trying to put people in detention camps if they are not able to prove their, roots, if their family roots. And probably BJP had an agenda of targeting the Muslims. Nobody knows. But what happened was, along with the Muslims, there were also Hindus, about 1.19 million, if I remember the figure correctly, were targeted. And suddenly the BJP government realized, like, oh shit, what happened? Now we have Hindus also in the act, like they are in a problem as well, and they cannot fill so many detention camps. They didn't have anything, and that's why they were all staying at home, which now they are using as a weapon, saying that we did not drag anyone to the detention camps, they are still staying in their houses. Yeah, you did not do that because you did not have enough detention camps, because you never expected a figure like 1.19 million would have come out. Secondly, the most important thing to understand is, once this went wrong, they introduced the CAA, thinking that okay, now let's give citizenship to all these people who are include who who all these all the Hindus basically, who have been caught up in this NRC in Assam. What we can do is we can implement the CAA and start giving them citizenships. Okay, and that is why they did not include the Muslims in that, because that was what they targeted for, or that is what the assumption is, or what everybody else thinks. So right now, even without thinking, or without giving it a perfect thought, they thought, oh, this is a great idea, let's do this, let's have the CAA, so that we can, if anybody gets caught in this kind of a fix, we can always give them citizenship, right? And that is what they tried to do, and that is where they came up with this big idea of running CAA and NRC in the whole country. And that is when they said that this will not just be in Assam and Meghalaya, but this will be done in the whole of India, and which created an uproar. So now what you need to understand is that the government themselves never expected a lot of things, and that is why right now they are just changing, taking different stances. Every party member does not know what the agenda is. They do not know what the idea behind running this campaign is. So everybody is jumping to conclusions, and they're trying to do the damage control right now. So for everybody else, please understand that you do not have to fear these things until and unless there is something rock solid written in paper which comes out and says that you have to prove your citizenship through your ancestral backgrounds. Thank you.